On the news this afternoon, River State government justifies closure of Oginigba slaughter market. 4 dead as gunmen attack Imo police station. Resident doctors give conditions to call of strike. On the foreign scene, former South Africa's President Jacob Zuma in hospital outside prison. I am Ifiemi Andrew. The Commissioner for Agriculture, Fred Fackel, says the closure of the Oginigba slaughter market is not targeted at any ethnic group. While speaking as a guest on the Morning Crossfire, Mr. Fackel said the decision for the closure of the market is in line with the state government urban renewal program. He also gave some reasons why the government wants to relocate the market.
1.5 years ago, the Oginigba slaughter was closed down. Why? Because of very poor sanitary conditions in that environment. And the government found out that if the slaughter or that market was so closed down, it is going to negatively impact on our people. Right now, if you go to that environment, it houses criminals. You find out that there's a place called Post 3. This Post 3, all criminals in this state are there. And people reside right in the premises. See faces scattered everywhere. It is not very good for us. The government now decided, let us move to a better place. And that better place, where we are going to change from the manual method, we will now want to have a fully automated abattoir that meets up with best world practices and world standards. An admin block, internal rules, a clinic, offices will do shore protection because it is by the seaside.
The Commissioner who highlighted some steps taken by the government to ensure easy access to the new slaughter market to be located in Mboshimini. He said work will begin next week.
Project will commence anytime from next week. We have done full consultations. We have met with the Council of Chiefs of Rumome. We have met with the also chiefs of Mboshimini. What we are bringing in there is a modern abattoir. It is by the seashore. It will serve both the hinterlands and also the river. We are doing shore protection. We have done the environmental impact assessment. And I tell you that markets are supposed to be situated where it is densely populated. The road is now being done.
Mr. Bako also said that the state government has no business with the activities of the Butchers Union, but urged them to do their business in line with the laws of the state.
The idea to relocate the abattoir, to build an abattoir in Rumome, is for the benefit of the people. We are not interfering into leadership or any situation of the Butchers Union. Our role is that they must have to kill the cows under a very hygienic environment. And the protection of lives and property is the key and core program of the government, and that we must tenaciously and religiously do. The relocation does not have any ethnic coloration. It does not have any religious bias. It is not politically motivated. It is done in the best interest of the people. How will you go to a market and use the market as where you sleep and you stay?
In another development, shops at the Computer Village in Obunabali, Port Harcourt, reopened for business today after they were closed for some parts of yesterday following repeated attacks by suspected cultists demanding what they call matching ground. The traders said the decision to reopen the shops followed a meeting with the Port Harcourt Local Council Chairman and the Orobum Youth Leader yesterday. Recall that suspected cultists carried out their threat of a repeat attack on the traders over refusal to pay 500,000 naira monthly fee. Gunmen attacked the divisional police headquarters in the Olu local government area of Imo State last night. The attack claimed the lives of 4 persons, which included the police inspector and 3 of the attackers. While parts of the police division were burnt, cars parked on the premises were not spared. The attackers and the policemen on duty engaged in a gun battle for some time. The police spokesperson for the State Police Command, Mike Abatam, who confirmed the development, said the incident took place around 11:35 p.m. He said some of the surviving bandits escaped with bullet wounds. Some students of the Ignatius Ajuri University of Education who were recently awarded first-class honors were made to write a test to prove their merit their first-class status. Some of the students spoke to our correspondent Martha Okere just before the exams.
If you say you don't trust us, we did not give ourselves the score.
My department brought our names 2 days ago. If I was to be in another state or maybe even out of the country, how would I have come back?
How are we going to defend a result in 30 minutes for a result that was accumulated over the years?
Why don't they verify those that are in second class that are supposed to come down to third class?
How about those persons that won't be able to meet up the score they want for today? What would they do about them?
We don't know the index for measuring.
For the RMS to be so porous to allow students to get access to it, that makes the results management system totally unuseful.
I think they are having a lot of students coming at the same grade level.
If we are to read everything we do, we're going to read like 80 courses. So the problem is that they didn't narrow it down for us. But then I feel like it's actually a pathway to progress.
Some of the students had this to say after writing the 45-minute test, which they said was on quantitative reason.
We saw a lot of questions that we really reasoned a lot to answer them. I must say this, it's not really worth it. I don't see a position where this particular exam we wrote to be used to determine a 4-year struggle of an individual.
Do you know that I went and read on year 1 of my profession? Do you know that what I saw there was something else? As I'm talking, I'm bleeding inside my heart. For my 5 years, 4 years was COVID-19. Some person did not even write. Computer science department, they uploaded their decision on Saturday, and the ones that came after class did not write. One woman just came with her baby. 2 minutes to the exam, they just gave her paper and she did not even write anything.
As you may know, the Ignatius Ajuri University of Education decided that all 2021 graduating students with a cumulative grade point average of 4.5 and above take what they called a qualifying test due to concerns that certain factors may have influenced the first-class degrees obtained by these students. The school PRO is expected to make a statement on the issue today. The PDP Board of Trustees BOT and National Working Committee meeting at its National Secretariat Abuja on Thursday ended with the setting up of a special committee to resolve all areas of disputes. The move comes ahead of its national convention in December. The meeting focused on the resignation of 7 elected National Executive Committee members who were not pleased with Prince Uche Secondo's-led National Working Committee. As you may know, the PDP national leader, Ude Okoye, and a member of the House of Representatives, Romande Shawulu Kwewum, had called for the resignation of Prince Uche Secondos after the resignation of the National Executive members.
If Secondos does not resign, I am going to leave the party.
But why does Secondos not want to sacrifice for the party like all the previous chairmen that have done the same?
But the PDP National Chairman Prince Uche Secondos in his address called for a peaceful resolution of the issues rocking the party to avoid plunging the party into a bigger crisis ahead of its national convention.
Issues of this nature must be handled quickly and swiftly, because any dislocation will cause an infraction and will result to several unknown issues that we may come out and we may not be able, but God forbid.
Meanwhile, PDP Board of Trustees Chairman Senator Walid Jibril warned members against going to court.
If anyone that takes the party to court will be seriously disciplined.
Our correspondent reports that Governor Nyesom Wike, immediate Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki, former Foreign Affairs Minister Tom Ikimi, former Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations Tanimu Turaki, ex-Osun State Governor Prince Olakunsoye Onyilola were among those at the meeting. Still ahead, resident doctors give conditions to call of strike. Stay tuned.
You no longer have to miss any moment of the action. Listen to us from anywhere in the world. Download the Nigeria Info FM app from your app store. Tap the menu bar on the top left corner of your screen, select Port Harcourt, and listen to your #1 news, talk, and sports radio station. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
The Nigeria Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, have given minimum conditions to call off its indefinite strike, which started on Monday. The national president of the NARD, Dr. Okwaisuyi Oyilawa, made this known this morning. He listed payment of outstanding doctor salaries and hazard allowances, enrollment of doctors in the Integrated Personnel Payroll Information System, among others. He said Nigerians should hold the federal government and ministers of health, Osage Anire and Olurunimbe Mamora, responsible for the ongoing strike by the resident doctors in the country. He said comments by the federal government that most of the reasons why the doctors are on strike are the responsibility of the state government is not correct.
We lost just 19 members. And as we speak, as of today, no member have been paid death in service insurance. That is not state, it's federal. But we know that most states do not have health insurance for our members or health workers within them. Let's go back again. The payments of members on this platform ranges for places like the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital, UPTH, UCH in Ibadan, have been owed 3 to 6 months salaries. and up to now, they have still not been paid. They were meant to be captured and enrolled into IP's platform. Capturing was stopped by the head of service, and they come to television and tell us that we should resume work because we have the court judgment that was done in 2017 and on February 21st. It's shameful.
He also said there has been no communication with the association by the federal government.
Now to the strikes started. It's only when they want to send threats to us, telling us we must come and resume work on Friday, which is today. Apart from that, I've not had any communication from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Labour. The only person that have called us is Honorable Tanku Sununu, the committee chairman of House of Rep, who said they are scheduling a meeting for 11 a.m. in Abuja. Apart from that, nobody have communicated to us.
In business, the Minister of State for Petroleum, Timothy Silva, has said that there is currently no set date for petrol subsidy removal. Mr. Silva said the government is trying to ensure soft landing for Nigerians when subsidy is eventually removed.
We must be considerate of our people as well. You cannot, because you have the muscle, box everybody down in the room. So what we are saying is, look, before we do this, we need to put some structures in place so that the impact on the people will be minimized. So what we are trying to do is to try to create an alternative which is cheaper, which is more affordable. So that structure is being put in place. We also think that maybe there will be need for some kind of palliatives. So we're looking at all that very soon, especially with the PIB passed. We will come out and we'll tell Nigerians what date the removal of subsidy will kick in.
The minister said that the President Muhammadu Buhari administration cannot be blamed for the present state of facilities as it inherited damaged refineries. In entertainment, Mo Abudu's Ebony Live Studios is co-producing a movie based on Hush Puppy. Ebony Live Studios and Will Parker have secured the rights to Bloomberg's article, The Fall of the Billionaire Gucci Master, based on incarcerated fraudster Raymond Abbas, also known as Hush Puppy. Ebony Live boss Mo Abudu confirmed the new partnership in an Instagram post. In sports, Barcelona has announced that Lionel Messi is now free to leave the club after negotiations over a new deal fell apart. The club confirmed in a statement that the Argentine is now set to leave the Catalan side after 21 years.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Former South Africa's President Jacob Zuma has been admitted to a hospital outside prison for medical observation. His foundation said it was an annual medical routine checkup. The prison authorities say as a former head of state, Zuma is treated at a military facility. The former president has been serving a 15-month prison sentence since 7th of July for contempt of court. Prison authorities say he's entitled to seek medical treatment like any other detained person. On the news this afternoon, you heard that the Rivers State government has justified the closure of the Oginigba slaughter market. Gunmen have attacked the police station in Imo State, leaving 4 people dead. Resident doctors have given conditions to call off its indefinite strike, which started on Monday. On the foreign scene, you heard that former South Africa's President Jacob Zuma is in hospital outside prison. The news was edited by Choma Ezewafo. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this afternoon. My name is Ifiemi. Thank you for listening, and bye-bye for now.